Hello, so in this video I'm going to guide you through how to set up Terraform in real-time production. So in my previous video that you can find in the video link here, I done it with a shell script, but now I as well recreate it with Terraform. As you can see here, I have created deployed by Terraform. I have named Terraform. Regarding it as well, if you don't have Terraform, you can install it in the HashiCorp. It has Terraform, and then you just go through the installation. Additionally, I have a blog post written about it. If you want to go through it instead, I as well will share it in video link below. And I actually used my repository for the previous commit and used the code space to not use my main or go into prior commits. So let's get started. So to start off, be sure to actually have Terraform installed, as I like to do that because like there are a few modules involved. I would actually create a new directory, Terraform. You see, like, I have the visuals, that's great. So for this I knew a few things that I as well had in server. It's really important for you to be able to deploy it on the server at first, manually, and then you go through the Terraform infrastructure as code approach. So now I go here, I'm gonna new file, I'm gonna create a few files, and I'm gonna go through it. Main TF, where everything is gonna be locked up together for it to initiate. Terraform TFR, so where you're gonna have your accessible variables that are not private. I know. And there's another file, variables TF, where you're gonna have your defined variables. Now, in addition here, I'm gonna add set rod env shell script. So why am I using shell script? I want to actually, let me just copy paste it here. So, as you can see, I have a few variables that are essential, and these are private. So every time I use VSL, so TFR is a prefix for Terraform to access environmental variables. In my project, I have Redis, I have Firebase account key, I have client URL, so Vercel, and as well a GCP account key for Google that you actually access here in IAM. The reason how you get the access key, it's really important to create a new one, right? I already have created here, and as you can see, have all the roles specified I require, and yeah, that is that section, GCP account key. But anyhow, let's go forward, and these will be used as environment variables, and it's easier to do it for me in shell script rather than manually export it here, right? So next one, I'm gonna specify a new folder, and it's gonna be modules. Modules is basically depending on a service you're gonna run, because for this project I need Cloud Run and as well Docker. It's easier architecture-wise to actually add it here, right? I'm gonna add GCP and gonna add Docker. Up. Let me just go back. New folder. New file. Cloud run. EF. Okay. New folder. Docker. And here is gonna be in GCP it's gonna be called Docker artifact. EF. In addition, here as well, variables TF, variables TF, yeah. So I have all these variables, and the main's gonna run it, and I'm gonna pass down further. Now let's start from the breakpoint. Be sure to have your Terraform installed. In addition, I'm gonna actually now add my env keys. Just for a second. Start off with variables. Let me just copy paste it. It's gonna be simpler. And now you can see. So as you see, everything is basically a string in this case. I pass in project ID. So you can see here is an ID. So I pass that one inside. Project name. For me, I defined it before. This is the project name. Region, you define it here, and everything so forth, right? All the environment variables. For me, I need account key location, right? And TF first. This one I can show public, so nothing's gonna happen. So paste. As you can see, everything is project ID, region, Europe, GCP, and Firebase, right? We're gonna go through that because otherwise it's gonna be too long. So require provider Google, HashiCorp, account key I have provided here. So I'm gonna add rather than typing. It seems it doesn't find it yet. Project ID is affected. Okay, it doesn't find it because it actually highlights as well because I haven't specified anything here or here. That's why it showcases an issue. It's really nice, same as Rust. Here for now it doesn't, but it will soon. So for example, if for example now I'm gonna here add the one variable it actually requires. Let me just add. Now it should vanish. Not yet, but in few times, short time it will. Let me just add as well the other variables. The reason why I'm adding variables inside Docker and GCP is because these are isolated and I want to pass from main variables to GCP. Oh, here it's misclick. GCP. Right. That's why it didn't show. GCP. So it can be quite different. Here I pass in. I need registry API, ID, disable destroy for push, trigger always on timestamp. This is local execution. So I build based on project ID that I pass in from main, authenticate, and here I push the image, and it says it depends on container registry, right? It's quite similar to this one. Where is it? GCP. You see project. I'm gonna add it just here. Project name. Now, well, because I added, like usually, it's gonna as well showcase here an issue. So now I'm gonna just add after here project name var, and you can see it showcases it. Now if I go back to GCP, you see it doesn't showcase any error and everything looks fine. Yeah, this kind of structure doesn't need to be, but I think it's more modularized and easier to follow. Okay, let's check again in it. And now plan. Let's see what's gonna happen. As you can see here, all the changes showcase what has been appended, right? And if now I'm doing Terraform apply, it should actually trigger the project. Now I approve it. So you can see it actually starts a container registry, but some issues. Plan and just like apply. So now it's compiling. You can see here I have them ignored. Let me just showcase it for a short. So you can see product env ignored, account key, Terraform lock, TF state lock, so there are a lot of ignore cases I added. Errors. Project API found. Refreshing. Okay, it sounds some differentiation. Okay, so if every time it showcases the differentiation that you have been added to the files. Okay, so you can see it's destroying the image. And there are some. Okay, so Docker is not running. Okay, where is Docker start? Let's see if it's gonna work now. So it actually says like Docker is not enabled, so I have to re-enable it. Now let's see if it's gonna work out. Executing. If you like the video, you learn something new, and subscribe for more content relating more to DevOps and more real-time deployment ways, and using real-time real-life situations rather than just an empty hello world Docker file. So yeah, see ya.